Here.
All right, thank you so much, Quintus. Today, Laurel police officers netted some unusual items in an early morning drug bust. Police say they've been investigating the 3 gas stations for more than a year. During the raids, authorities say they found more than $28,000 and an unusual drug called khat.
It's not common around here. People do not see it. Most patrol officers will look at it and not even realize what they're looking at. I worked narcotics for 8 years, and I never once even took a class on it. So it's definitely new. It's here, and it's as evidence from this arrest here and what took place up north Mississippi a couple of weeks ago, that it's something that we're fixing to have to start dealing with as law enforcement officers.
So 4 firearms were also found at the raid. This is the second time in the last week that khat is making news in Mississippi. 7 on your side's Amanda LeBrow joins us now in the studio with details on the drug and why authorities are concerned.
Well, the DEA says khat has been available in the U.S. since 1995. It's generally been in larger cities with big East African and Arabian populations like Dallas and Washington, D.C. Officer Bound says this is only the second bust of khat in Mississippi, with the first happening just last week.
It was transported in here and sold.
It may look like tea leaves, but khat is illegal in the U.S. because both of its active ingredients are on the DEA's controlled substance list. The plant is native to East Africa and Arabia, used as a cultural tradition in countries like Yemen, Ethiopia, and Somalia. Officer Bound says the department believes all 4 arrested in Laurel's drug raid Thursday are immigrants from Yemen.
We're seeing more and more of the individuals coming here from this part of the world. I can think of 6 stores here inside the city limits of Laurel alone that are operated by individuals of Arabic descent. And so, yes, I do believe it's here. I do believe it's here to stay.
Here to stay, maybe, but it's just starting to make appearances in Mississippi. Last week, Attorney General Jim Hood said in a news release a Washington County store owner was charged with sale of a controlled substance for having 10 pounds of khat. Hood said he wasn't commenting on that investigation, but did note, "We have intel that money made from the sale of khat and other similar recreational drugs, often sold in convenience stores, is moving back to Europe and the Middle East to fund mechanisms of terrorism." While many may not know a lot about the cocaine and meth-like drug that's chewed like tobacco or brewed as tea, Bound says it's making its way into pop culture.
Some people are familiar with it from, believe it or not, the movies. It's been talked about in several movies recently, especially when dealing with the pirate situations down in Somalia.
The DEA said in an August 2010 report that almost 90,000 kilograms of khat were seized throughout the country that year. The DEA says khat is typically flown into the U.S. from Somalia and distributed in the West, Midwest, and Southeast. For a full list of khat's short-term, long-term, and psychotic effects, visit our website, WDAM.com.
All right, thank you so much. Another arrest made in connection to a series of auto burglaries in